Hey everybody, it's Annette. Happy Saturday. It is sunny and cold here in North Carolina, Piedmont. And today I found myself going in a different direction than the husband. He had some errands to run that were taking him somewhere else. And then of course, once he once he found out that Hobby Lobby was on one of my things to do, he decided to do some stuff around the house and haul off some leaves, which is really good because the yard looks incredible. So I was alone without adult supervision. It's like, you do whatever you want. Thrift store. So thrift store was one of the things I did. I did Hobby Lobby. I have complained and talked about different ways and getting creative, saving money and stuff like that. I did make kind of one purchase that may be not a need, but I can use it. And I'll explain. So this ginormous bouquet of flowers, and they have roses with the gold trim. I thought I had pulled out some flowers. The lady who lived here before us did a lot of the silk flower arrangements. Some I could tell had been for grave sites because there were bags of them and they had faded out. So when we got the house, that was some of the stuff left behind. But she also had some beautiful flower arrangements in pots. And I've kept almost all of those because they were just beautiful. They may have needed a little dusting. But there was one that was in a kind of white Grecian urn. And it was a magnolia with gold accents. I pulled the magnolias out because they were looking really, really old and worn. I thought that I still had that pot available. I go downstairs and realize I had turned it into a Christmas bouquet. So we have enough space where I can keep fall, spring, winter, summer, all the different flower arrangements and kind of rotate them in the house and just freshen it up a little bit. And just have fun. It's fun to do. I did mine do it yourself at the wedding, on the table arrangements, on the flower arrangements in the sanctuary. The only thing I did not do with silk flowers was make my cascading bouquet because I don't know how to do that. And I joked that I would be like this the whole time with it because I was kind of nervous going into a second marriage after my first one had failed, even though I dearly loved and still love my husband, but it was a big step for me. So that one, I got somebody who knew what she was doing to do it, and she did spectacular. So this, I got an idea for it. I need to pick up some of those clear, I call them rocks, but they're clear glass round things you put in the vases to keep them from tipping over, to also have a place to anchor your flowers. That was one thing. That was the big purchase. That was $7. And I know y'all been hearing me whine about t-shirts. So women's clothes at the thrift store I go to, it's in a small rural town. When you go looking there, you don't see a lot of women t-shirts. I don't know if women just wear it till they wear out because that's what I do. And I've had to rag some of mine. Some of mine, I'm just kind of holding on to them, but they're doing that thing with the pits that I told you all about. So I found this. I thought this was just kind of, I'm not familiar with this brand, but I guess that's pronounced Rock Fit. And on the back, it says, face any challenge, conquer any fear. So it's got this dragon-looking thing on the back. And it feels well made. I know nothing about this brand. But it's a pretty color. It's like a teal color, well made. Something I can add to my rotation on my t-shirts as my other ones are falling apart. Found this one, and this would be expensive anywhere else because this is collegiate. This is Western Carolina University. Go Catamounts. Love me some Western North Carolina. Beautiful place. Both my kids went there, and so that holds special meaning to me. The t-shirts were $4.50 a piece. That's not bad. And this is collegiate with the good quality made. These are the expensive t-shirts, so I think I did pretty well on that one. But I found that in the men's clothes. Going in women's, I saw this flowery, businessy looking stuff. Just, I don't dress like, I wear t-shirts. I will wear like the 3/4 sleeves and sweaters and stuff like that, but I want me some t-shirts because I wear that a lot. And I like my certain ones that I don't care about, the ones that start getting holes in them. I don't care if I'm going out there feeding the chickens and I got holes in my jeans. Thank God they are in the washer right now, because if I ever decide to show you what they've been reduced to, you're going to think, you probably feel sorry for me and start playing the violin or something. But they're comfortable. So I went through like down the whole rack of jeans. So it was either too big, too small, too tight in the private area. I don't know. I want to be polite on YouTube. I don't like the very low-waisted things. I don't wear hipsters. Found a couple pair that came close to it. One of them was for somebody way shorter than me. Another one had those dang, it would have been perfect, but it had those dang skinny legs, like tight skinny legs, like the ones you wear with a nice top and boots and stuff like that, not when you're going around trying to crawl around coops and, you know, switch out water and everything. You don't want something like squishing your legs to death or getting in all kinds of ridiculous places and poses and stuff. So I struck out on the jeans, but I did find 2 t-shirts. Also, found a pair of workout shorts. I do not know what this brand is. I guess I could have looked at the tag. Oh, Danskin. I love that brand. Very comfortable, very perfect condition. Great for the hot, southern, unbearable, stick your head out, you feel like you're in a heater summer. So that, I think, may have been about $4 as well. Got this bin, which is pretty cool. This is a Sterilite for $1. And I love it when it's got the little clasp on there because it closes well. There are some small first aid items that I have. If you are living and breathing, you probably have the Band-Aids, the ointments, everything everywhere. And it's kind of hard to keep up with. And as you have your backup for when the other Band-Aids run out, I thought this would be good to store the backup so it's not all loosey-goosey in a 15-gallon tote or whatever I got them in now. So that's just something for storage. I got this shoebox. This was $1. And again, it's got those little snap handles on there. That was $1. I like it. I can't believe I did this on the video. Oh my God. I'm not starting this over. I hope I didn't make you spit out coffee or scare you, but this is a leash. It's hard to tell from looking at it. It's the thick, right, but it's reflective. The silver is reflective. Now, I just start a drinking game, like anytime and it drops a remote control or drops literally anything doing a video, just have you a little shot. Just or smacks a tomato cage. And yeah, the winter squash is growing in here. That's pretty cool. So I'm not redoing this video. All right. Clumsy, awkward, unprofessional. This is not AI, guys. Mini pound cakes. Pound cake pans, set of 4. These are good quality. I got to figure out, I've only made regular pound cake size. And I got several pans of those because I do quite a few pound cakes over the course of the year, or depending, like holiday season especially. I thought these were adorable. I have wanted these for a long time. A set of 4 was $2. Put them on the bed, and hopefully they won't hit the floor again. I have DVDs, and I also have VHSs. And we did watch a DVD last night for a movie because nothing on Netflix. I kept scroll. So it was either, I've seen it, don't want to see it, too scary, too creepy, too demonic. I was kind of wanting something suspense, so we watched Malice with Will Pullman, Nicole Kidman, and Alec Baldwin when he was really cute. And I guess that's inappropriate, but anyway, he did used to be so cute though, didn't he? This, The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo. This is not the newest one, okay, guys? This is the one, the very first one I ever watched, and it's got, I cannot pronounce that lady's name, Noomi Rapace. She is the girl with the dragon tattoo. I think this is like a 3-hour film. It has subtitles. I watched this movie when my husband and I, we were dating, but he was deployed. And I think the kids were at their dad's. That, well, obviously they were. I wouldn't have watched it with the kids. So it was on, and I was like, I just want to see what this is about. And this is really, really good. It's got some difficult to watch parts in there, but I highly recommend it. I like this much better than the remake of it. And Noomi Rapace, to me, just is such, she's so beautiful. They make her, she's in goth in this movie series because there's 3 in the series, and she did play in all 3, whereas I've not heard anything since the remake of The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo that's in English. So she did really good. Girl with the Dragon Tattoo, the girl that played with fire or something, the girl that kicked the hornet's nest. I think I may have messed up on the middle one. If I have, forgive me, but this is a good movie. $1. And then you saw my shoebox for $1. So that was my thrift store haul. I'm going to take those beautiful flowers. I've got a winter bouquet right now in the living room, but it's got like the glitter leaves and then the winter stems. I found some beautiful winter stems with pearls and crystals and everything on it. It's absolutely gorgeous. I think I'm going to undo all that and put these flowers with it and put them, the whole thing, in a different container. I see potential on the horizon. My creative juices are flowing. So anyway, one way to get around some of the high prices for quality is to look at thrift stores. Goodwill, yeah, it's hit and miss. I've come to the realization that, number one, a lot of their things are very, very overpriced. Number two, when I find something, if I find something other than yoga pants, I've done pretty well on finding yoga pants there, but like regular clothes are either thin, threadbare, got holes in it, or tearing. That's not why I'm there to buy the clothes. I want to buy something that's not falling apart, because that is why I'm there in the first place, is because what I have that I wear regularly is falling apart. So I think I did pretty well on the things that I got, and it's just fun because you never know what you're going to find. So do I have any other thrifters out there? And if so, what things do you look for? And what is the most incredible thing, in your opinion, that you found at a thrift store? Love to hear it. I can talk some thrift. Love y'all. Take care. Have a beautiful Saturday. Bye-bye.